Hey, what's up, Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the brand new 2023 horror film Thanksgiving. This is co-written by Eli Roth, directed by Eli Roth. This was based on a spoof trailer he did for like Grindhouse, I think, back in like '06, '05, something like that. So he's made a few films from those spoof trailers since then, and this is another one of these. This has been in production for quite some time. I am shocked at how amazing this was. I saw it with my mom over the weekend. We went to the theater. We did a various mall trip. It was a grand fun time. So going in, I didn't have high expectations for it because how could a horror Thanksgiving film work? This works so well. It's a revenge story, but the first 10 minutes are just pure Black Friday chaos, and then the 1 year aftermath of why this killer is targeting these certain people from this Black Friday stampede at this store, which is based on real life events that happened at a Walmart way back in the day, that there was a stampede that killed many people. So it's neat having that inspired by true events, because that's what Final Destination did for a lot of their what if death scenes, inspired by true events kind of a thing. And having the plot unfolds, and we're in Plymouth, Massachusetts, which is really filmed in Toronto, but then the killer's motive is revealed and who the killer actually is. And like me and my mom normally like pick up on clues and stuff and like can guess it. And we didn't guess it. And she doesn't get scared. And she got scared in one point. She actually like jumped at one point. It was very well done. Super funny. It was filled with tons of puns for Thanksgiving. I thought all the teenagers did a great job. But then the question is, who's the second accomplice? Because in one particular scene, you have the killer with a knife to one of the kids' throats, but he's holding up a phone, and it's live streaming two other kids sitting at this mock Thanksgiving table waiting for everybody else, in the revenge speech kind of a thing. But the camera pans from kid to kid in that house as the killer, John Carver, the Plymouth pilgrim, is holding the phone. So somebody else is there. And then, like, one of the main aspects is that there's the killer clown in the parade versus the actual killer who was in other clothes. So did they immediately change into the clown costume? Like, how did that happen? And then, of course, we don't find a body at the end, so the killer could still be at large. But was it a mistake to show that there was a second killer in regards to the parade and the phone panning from kid to kid while the killer is still instigating, murder? Or was it a mistake, or was it actually plot pointed in there leading into a next one? Who could the second person be? Milo Manheim is in this again. He's been doing so many projects, so it's cool seeing that. And he wasn't in a lot of the movie, so a lot of this was like, is he the killer? Could he be the second killer? Very well done, very smart. A lot of what if kind of situations. I just really enjoyed it. I will definitely be watching this numerous times throughout the year, not just for the November holiday season, if you will, but having the teenagers stand up in class and like saying, this is the reason why we're not celebrating Thanksgiving anymore. How dare us celebrate genocide, kind of a thing. It was very smart. It was very smart. It was very well done. It was very believable too. Like a lot of the conversations that the teenagers were having, who were all in their 20s, of course, was believable. Like, okay, if we do this, this, and this, then we can catch him here. But it was like logical thinking. It wasn't like just stupid kids saying stupid things before the killer gets them kind of a thing. Like it made sense, the dialogue. I thought it was really cool. I also loved this particular high school they were at had this big cosmetology like department, and like a lot of the scenes happened in this particular room, but it was a massive room. You don't really see that in high schools, like having the chairs with the mannequin heads, to cut hair and stuff and makeup and whatnot. But I thought that was neat. It was a neat little, like, you always see a woodshop scene, you always see an art room scene, but you don't really ever see a cosmetology scene. That was neat. Very smart. Very well done. Cannot say how great this was without screaming from the rooftops, this was great. Go watch it. Thanksgiving 2023 horror film, Eli Roth's 2023 horror film, Thanksgiving. On to the next review. Mahalo.